Okay, first things first, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just out here, which is strange because I've been doing this for years, but I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, so a few weeks ago I did an episode titled, I can't even remember what it was about, but it was about fear. And then last week I did an episode on betrayal. Well, not last week, I think the week before. The last episode was about betrayal and how we sometimes betray ourselves. And so I find myself in this crazy position where I'm like, I think I was asking myself, how have I betrayed myself? And one of the things has just been the fact that there are lots of things that I keep telling myself I will do, but I just never go ahead and do them. And this is one of them. Yeah, right? I've been wanting to switch this podcast to video since 2020. This is 2025. That says a lot. People who know me know that, yeah, I've spoken about this. I've mentioned, oh my gosh, yeah, video. Oh my gosh, yeah, like, oh yeah, that would be so dope. But I've never actually gone ahead and done it. And so now it's like, how long am I going to keep betraying myself? How long am I going to keep telling myself that, oh yeah, I'll definitely do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, and not actually going through with it? Yeah, I think that's kind of the question I've had right now. And now I'm just like, you know what? I might as well do it. I think the reason why I never did it, or the reason why I hadn't done it till now, was I think I was just waiting for something perfect. Initially, I was like, you know what? I can only start video when I start at like episode 1 of a new season. So I do a new season from the first week of January all the way to December, right? So my seasons are per year. So season 7 is year 7. And so I kept telling myself, oh yeah, no, it's better to start the video thing in like a January or something, right? But there's always something happening in January. There's always something that makes me go, And so I never do it in January. And then throughout the year, I keep telling myself not to do it because it's like, it's not the time. Like, it doesn't feel right to start video in the middle of the season. It doesn't make sense. Let's wait for the end. Let's get to the very end. It's like, no. Let me stop making excuses and just do this. So here we are, right? And yeah, this is what I look like. I think some people don't know. I realize I don't really have myself on my socials, which is another reason why I hadn't done this. Is I don't really put myself out there. I had a YouTube show back in the day. I used to have myself on that, but I think I got tired of my own face. And then I stopped. And then I haven't done it again. But yeah, I don't even really have selfies of me. But anyway, here we are, right? It's about, for me, it's overcoming myself. And I think that's a question that I ended up having with people today, or answering with people today. I was having a conversation with some guys. And yeah, I think it was just a question of, how do I get in my own way? Because, we're talking about what are the things that are stressing us right now. So, I spoke about all the things that are happening in my life, in my family, and all of that stuff. And I was like, yeah, but like, out of all these things, the biggest one is me. The biggest one is just not saying the wrong things to myself, because I keep telling myself the wrong things. I keep telling myself, you're not good enough. There's that little voice in the head. You're not good enough. You never amount to anything. You're not as good as you think you are. No one likes you. Yeah. There's that little voice in my head. And so having to overcome that voice and having to come to grips with the fact that, you know what, not everybody's gonna like you, and it's all right. But there are people who do want to hear your voice, and this is not just to me, but like even to you, whoever you are, whoever it is that you're watching. There are certain people who 100 people can tell them the same thing, but they'll only listen once you say it. And that's just facts. There's someone who will watch a new TikTok person today and every day, really, for years, who follow all these self-help things, who buy all the self-help books. They'll do all these things, but that person will never get out of will never truly feel like, I love me, I'm okay with me. They'll never truly feel whole until some random person might speak to them. And that person, that random person, that's the only person who could speak to them. And that's wild. That's wild to think about, but that's also what life is. And so, yeah, to the 5, 10 people, 3, 2, I don't know, man, I don't care. Whoever it is who is waiting for my voice, here's what my voice is saying. That dream that you've been sitting on, go start it. That business idea you've been thinking about, but you're scared because you're like, granted, some of this fear is good. Sometimes fear is a good thing. Sometimes fear is a good thing because it's actually calculating and thinking, no, this is gonna fail. But think through it properly, find the right people around you, and do it. Some of you have been telling yourself, oh, we're gonna go to the gym. I've been telling myself I'm gonna start gymming again. And ironically, I started gymming again, and then I got a foot injury the week I started properly gymming, and I was just like, what is this? Is this a sign that I should stop gymming? What is this? But do it. The thing that you know is good for you, just the thing that you know is good for you, do it. Some of you are in relationships that you know, if I really think about it, this is not going to end well. We're going to clash. Some of you, you know that you and your partner have very different, like your partner is going this way, you're going this way. And I think there's a different, like, I know relationships are about compromise, right? But I think compromise is more, you want to go slightly here, and the other person wants to go slightly here, and so you're compromising and saying, "I fine, cool, just turn a bit, just a little bit, so that we can move together." So I don't mean like that. I mean, your heart of hearts and everything within you is telling you, and this is what you've always wanted to do. You've always wanted to travel the world and do this and do this and do this, but your partner is here. No, stay. And it's like, this level of compromise this level of compromise is problematic, is the type that will lead to resentment. And you know that this is the type of compromise that will lead to resentment, but you like being in a relationship. You like being in a relationship. Oh my gosh, what if I'm gonna be alone? What if nobody else loves me? Man, someone's gonna love you. That's just facts. But I think it's these things of the friends that you have that you know you need to let go of, because you know every time you hang around them, nonsense happens. There's that friend of yours who recently, like, is all about drama. All this friend ever does is get into some drama. And you know you don't want a dramatic life. Walk away. That's course that you want to do. You want to learn how to do this, but you're too scared. Bro, go for it. Go for it. I think there's so many things that we stop ourselves from doing because we overthink and we overanalyze and we over everything. And it's just us getting in the way of ourselves sometimes. And we make excuses for doing the right thing. We make excuses for being in the right spaces, and we make excuses for all these other things. But go for it. I think my question for you guys is, what are you sitting on? What hope? What dream? What plans? What? Some of you even have, like, people have had visions for you, and I think that's something about me. Like, I've had people come to me and be like, yo, I feel like God is saying this about you. And it matches perfectly with something that I had been thinking about. And I'm just like, damn, is that really you? Is that really you? Oh, God, that's really you, huh? I bet. But we might have all those things where we get scared. So I think the other side of the conversation is, what excuses are you giving yourself? What excuses do you have for being in the same space? What excuses do you give yourself for not jumping into certain things, for not pursuing certain great paths for you? Are you just scared that, oh, what if I fail? What if I don't do well? What if it doesn't happen the way I want it to happen? What are you scared of? Give me your feedback. ChimTC, CHIMTC on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and on YouTube. And I hope that we can be a people who learn to, 1, plan, 2, execute our plans, and actually follow through and, like, stay committed to our plans. But most importantly, to, like, find our strength and our hope and to leave our plans in God's hands, and to trust that God is going to be with us as we try and make these things happen. I think that's the scary thing for me sometimes, where I have plans, but I'm thinking in my own strength. I'm thinking based off of what I can do, based off of, ooh, how can I, and then what if I don't, and it's like, it's all me. Can I learn to trust God? Can I learn to trust that God is going to be with me? Isaiah 41:10 says, fear not, for I am with you. I am your God, and I will give you strength, and I will help you. I will uphold you with my right hand. Let us trust God to carry our plans through, because man can plan, but God is the one who carries the plans through. So let us trust God. Protect your life, man. Protect your life. I'm out.